Alright, hello guys. So here I got the Air King 16-inch desk fan, model 9106A. This one's from the mid-2000s. It was bought from OfferUp for $5. Um, it was the most cheapest deal I've ever gotten. Considering that these fans brand new, they're not very cheap at all. These are very expensive, especially today, which are about 80 bucks at best for a new one, which is kind of very ridiculous considering that these were for about $30 back in when this specific base model was introduced back in '95. Um, it's in very good shape, to be honest with you. I guess this did not see much use. Well, it did see use, but I guess the owner stored it away because it was very dirty when I saw it in the picture, and it was very dirty when I got it on hand. Um, but all of that was pretty much, I think, was pretty much sawdust because when I cleaned it off, it revealed a very clean surface, and as you can see, it's pretty much glaring new. And it looks much better with this badge, actually, the steering wheel badge. I do have the original badge somewhere. And I did feature it on the wall fan video. This one came from that specific wall fan, as you might know. Um, it's a relatively. It actually performs good. I have used it for quite some time, and it was a very decently powerful fan. But it's actually a bit of a power considering that the motor is made for a 18-inch stand fan at best. It's not really for a 16-inch blade like this one because it really overdrives it a bit. There is barely any increase and decrease in speed, but it's not like I did not expect it because these are commercial grade fans, and these are meant for very large spaces, so it would make sense to have a high velocity fan, a quiet one to be specific enough for that type of environment. Anyways, take a closer look at it real quick. So, as you can see, this is in very good shape. That's white. Experience a freak show there. That neck bracket is white. What else? That guard knot is white. And this is still white. I don't know about the color choosing of this, but I was expecting it to be like this one, but apparently not. I guess they changed their mind on the color, but they would change it back on the next version of this, which is the 9106B. So the 9106B is pretty much essentially the same fan, but with the newer style motor cover at the time. And mostly fans 30321 has a video of that specific fan, and you will see what I'm talking about. But pretty much same design. I don't like this design at all, though. The type of tilting mechanism this uses, it uses plastic in it, and this plastic breaks easily. And once that plastic breaks, this tilting mechanism is useless. And if you have metal grills, well, you're out of luck because that thing's gonna stay down forever unless you do something about it. Well, but that's my opinion, though. Otherwise, this thing is still holding up good. But yeah, I will never understand why Lasko decided to use these tilting mechanisms instead of like the type of tilting mechanism that Sanyo used. But anyways, older style motor cover. This one got the handle. The newer versions they don't. So another thing to tell you is that the grills, I did replace them. The original ones, the back grill, it was leaning a bit forward like that. From this side up, it was leaning a bit forward. And the front grill, fitted very loosely, I must say. I don't understand why Lasco had a problem making these uh, metal to plastic grills, and it's been a problem since I would guess about 1997 when they first introduced them and started using them on their fans. But that was always the case with these grills. Well, sometimes, but not all the time, I would say. Um, but yeah, this one I had to replace the grills, and I also had to replace the blade because during this time, this is when Lasco started using very flimsy blades. While not being bad in pitch compared to the competition, as you might see here, it's very floppy, and that's a very floppy blade to have, especially for a commercial grade fan right here. This one has this blade is flexible, but it's not too flexible like that one. But anyways, let's see the fan perform. So here is low speed. That badge is rattling too much. I could kind of see why they switched the design, because even with glue, this thing still manages to rattle. But oh well. That's how it is, I guess. That's very fast. It's not quiet at all. This is more like a medium on a regular fan. But it is blowing a ton of air. That is very powerful. Now let's switch it up to medium. And apparently that buzzing went away. It goes away on medium, but it doesn't go away on high, which is kind of strange. Yeah, that is very powerful right there. Oh, I have a freak show right there, the camera falling over. This is pretty much like the high on a regular fan. But as said before, this is meant for large rooms. Very large office rooms. And if I quite remember right, I did see this being used at a cafeteria, so it kind of makes sense. Now let's go to full power. Yeah, that rattling came back. I don't know why. This fan is not out of balance though. Let me get that part underneath. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird though. And there is the oscillations. And as you can see, there is no gearbox issues. It runs very fine. That is one good performance right there. And that is perhaps one of Lasco's last before he started downgrading the quality of the motors. Well, they didn't fully downgrade them until I would say 2009 when he started introducing these PSC motors. Or I don't know PSC mode, but I don't know. But I think you might have an idea what I'm talking about. And now back to low. Quite decent power right there, as you might probably have heard through the amount of airflow this was blowing through the mic. That is one good fan, and I'm glad I did not brush over the price, otherwise I would never have had this fan in the first place. Well, anyways, it's time to shut it off. The display puts a bit of weight to the bearings because it takes quite some time for it to coast down, as you see here. But there you have it. That's the Airk 16-inch commercial grade desk fan, model 9106 from 2005. If you like the video, please like and share. Comment down below. Stay tuned for more videos. And thanks for watching.